the channel that knows nothing. I'm Jam, and let's get to it. So today we're diving into the currently reading book tag. So let's go. Question number 1 in this tag is, how many books do you usually read at once? And usually it'd only be one, but now I've gotten to this crazy thing of reading multiple books at a time. I don't know how I'm a functioning person, honestly, but I like to read one like hard copy book and then also listen to one, because I've invested in Audible and it's taken over my life in the best way possible. So it's normally one hard copy, one on Audible, but now I've gotten into the habit of, I don't want to take a book with me, so I read one on my phone. So it's 3 books at a time. Normally they're very different from each other, so it's not like I'm getting lost in the stories. It's not like they're the same thing. But I like to read broadly. I want to read a lot. It's like my goal now. At least 100 books a year from now on. Let's go. It's gonna be great. I've got to get rid of all my to be read pile. It's got to go. I got to start reading more, please, of my own books before I buy more, because that's a habit as well. Number 2 is, if you are reading more than one book at once, how do you switch between them? So I have a little schedule that I do. In the morning when I am getting ready for whatever I'm doing that day, I am listening to my audiobook. And if I'm doing any sort of like, around the house tasks, I listen to it then as well, because it's just a nice way to feel the silence. Many people would probably listen to music, and I do that when I'm getting a bit sick of listening to the book. But I do that, and then my hard copy book that I read is normally like before I go to bed, so it's like my wind down time. So I read like 2 or 3 chapters and then go to bed, because I'm getting out of the habit of looking at my phone before bed. And then any other time, if I'm out and about and I'm waiting for an appointment or something, I'll be reading on my phone. The one on my phone doesn't get read nearly as much as the other 2, but that's my little schedule, if you're interested. I mean, that was the question, but yeah, that's my schedule. Number 3 in this tag is, do you ever switch your bookmark while reading? And I don't. I think this is a very random question, but no, I don't. Not that I don't want to, it's just that why would I? If I've got, I guess if I lost my bookmark, I would probably switch it for another one, but it's not really switching if I've lost the bookmark, is it? Number 4 in this tag is, where do you keep the book you are currently reading? And it's either on the couch, on my bed, or beside my bed. Kind of within arm's reach. If I'm just I don't really feel like watching TV or sleeping, I guess I'll read instead. Number 5 is, what time of day do you spend the most reading? And I would dare say in the morning or in the evening. There's not really much in the middle of the day that I have time to read, so it's primarily, I would say, in the morning. Listening to the audiobook is the most reading that I do in the day, rather than in the afternoon, evening reading. I feel like a couple of chapters there doesn't beat how much I listen to in the morning. Number 6 is, how long do you normally read for in one go? And it's really not that much. I feel like I'm not one of those people that can just sit down and bang out reading one book in a day. I can't do it. It's just too much. I've done it once, and it was quite a short book. I would say it's 280, maybe 300 pages max. Actually, I really don't think it hit 300. I would say closer to 200, if anything. I can't do it. My brain just starts to wander, and I'll just be sitting there and flipping the pages. I'm I actually don't know what's happening at this point. So I think short bursts, short little sprints with me work so much better to get a book read in time, if there is a time limit. Not that I think there is, but if it was for school or something, not that I'm in school anymore, but back in the day. Short sprints, so much better than a long haul marathon. I can't do it. My brain can't do it. It just starts to wander into other places, be should I cook dinner? Am I hungry? Maybe if I should sleep for a bit. Number 7 is, do you read your hardcovers with the dust cover on or off? And I have it off. It just gets in the way. I hate it. Unless it's sort of plastic wrapped around, yeah, I'll leave it on, but it just gets in the way for me. It slips around. I'm for fuck's sake, get away. You're annoying me. So I read it with off. But then it looks so pretty on the shelf with it on, you know? Number 8 in this tag is, which position do you normally read in? Again, a very random question, I must say. But it's normally sitting or lying, down, standing. I don't know, it's a bit of everything. Like, I'm not, like, if it's a hard copy book, it's normally sitting or lying down. But if it's like an audiobook, I'm just like up and about, walking around, doing things, multitasking. Number 9 is, do you take the book you're currently reading everywhere you go? I take it everywhere that it's socially acceptable for me to take a book. Like, I feel like a social event is really not something you want to bring a book to. Like, camping, yes. Everyone has downtime when you're camping. But like a big social like thing, absolutely not. Like, and also like much rather talk to someone than read a book at that. Like, I am extroverted when need be, but mostly introverted. But like, I'm not so introverted that I would bring a book to a party. I just feel like that's very strange. I would not do that, no. Number 10, which is the last question in this tag, is how often do you update your progress on Goodreads? And like, barely. I say I've read the book. I don't give you little updates on like the percentage, like you're 50% done, you're 70% done. Like, I'm not going to annoy everyone by doing that. I'm going to annoy them being like, I've started reading multiple books. Will they get read? Who knows? Stay tuned. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, subscribe, because that is always nice, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.